Friday was April Fool's Day, and for years, WHAS 11 would put stories on the air celebrating the pranksters' holiday, seeing if anyone would catch on, from strict no-hat derbies to pasta grown on a vine at a local farm. The topics were as random as they were hard to believe, and tonight we're letting you in on the joke. Shay McAllister takes us back in the WHAS 11 vault.
There are mixed emotions over the moving of one of Louisville's most loved landmarks.
The Louisville Water Tower has stood steady guard of the comings and goings of the Kentucky side of the Ohio River since the mid-1800s. But April of 1994, the hosts of Louisville Tonight Live were on the scene, saying the water tower's future was on shaky ground.
Yes, the tower is sinking at a rapid rate. We've advised the government, local government, to take action immediately.
The man you just heard from was said to be the world's top authority on leaning towers and brought in to Louisville to help save ours.
Early this morning, Jerome's and his crew began an emergency evacuation of the aging water tower.
The report documented the move, showing these images of the water tower being uprooted from its home off River Road to its new home, riding atop a barge, battling high winds across the Ohio River, where it would be displayed from southern Indiana.
And as of tonight, that's exactly what downtown Louisville has, a statuesque view of a state treasure.
It was obviously a joke, and it wasn't the only one on WHAS 11 News. Now to another prank aired on TV, this one from 1981, and featuring Joe Huber.
It is also the harvest season in southern Indiana for spaghetti.
This may look a bit strange to you, but any fool knows that spaghetti doesn't grow on trees. Spaghetti grows on the vine.
Next, we had a tour of the different types of pastas grown at the farm, and then reporter Ned McGrath wrapped up his April Fool's report.
What this means, of course, is that in a few months the Hubers and the Hubervinis will be able to have an entire meal out of the garden. Fresh tomatoes, fresh onions, fresh zucchini, and fresh spaghetti. The only thing they won't be able to get fresh are meatballs. Any fool knows that you can't grow meatballs. I'm Ned McGrath, and that's life on April Fool's Day.
Our final piece of WHAS 11 April Fool's Past comes from Bob Sokoler and Kirby Adams in 1998.
The Kentucky Derby will always have horses and mint juleps, but another tradition may have to change.
That's right. Hats during the Derby race itself may be a thing of the past.
The team had news from ABC. They said a Derby hat ban was on the horizon.
Last year's Derby race was almost totally obstructed by a woman who was wearing a big hat, and then at the very last minute, she luckily tilted her head, letting the cameras catch the finish.
The supposed new rule would allow hats up until the Derby race, when everyone would be asked to take them off. Kirby Adams knew what that would mean.
A terrible case of hat hair.
We asked hairstylist Melvin Brown to look into any possible solution.
From hairspray made to protect hair under hats to this more interesting option.
If using an industrial strength hairspray seems risky, another option, simply having your hair formed into a style that appears to be a hat.
It almost seems too bizarre to be true.
You know, you're absolutely right. It almost seems too bizarre to be true. In fact, folks, it's not true.
From all of us here at WHAS 11, past and present, happy April Fools.